Jesus himself testifies the book of Revelation is a prophecy, for the angel who bear record of the word of God and the testimony of Jesus Christ, and of all things that he saw, says, Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. Revelation chapter 1, verses 2 and 3. For I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book, if any man shall add unto these things, God shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book. Revelation chapter 22, verse 18. Now the fact that this prophecy was written nearly a century after John the Baptist was beheaded is historical acknowledgement that the prophets did not cease with him. Thus, in misconstructing Matthew chapter 11, verse 13, so as to make John the last of the prophets, the opposition is attempting to substitute for the gift of prophecy in the Christian era private, uninspired interpretations of the Scriptures. And in doing this, they are led either to ignore or to try to explain away the irrefutable statements of Paul. And God has set some in the church, first apostles, secondarily prophets, thirdly teachers, after that miracles and gifts of healings, helps, governments, diversities of tongues. 1 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 28. Absolute evidence that the second of the eight gifts to the church in the Christian era is prophets. While most of these gifts, especially tongues and governments, are zealously sought after by the Christian churches, the one prophet that was despised by the Jews is wholly rejected by almost all Christendom. Thus the spirit that instigated the killing of the ancient seers at the hand of the Jewish leaders is today doing virtually the same sort of destructive work through organized opposition. While ascribing praise and honor to the dead prophets who were slain by the forefathers, the Jews rejected the living prophets, thereby bringing upon themselves the Master's mournful pronouncement. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, because ye build the tombs of the prophets and garnish the sepulchres of the righteous, and say, If we had not been in the days of our fathers, we would not have been partakers with them in the blood of the prophets. Matthew 23, verses 29 and 30. Present-day Christendom, who despise the gift of prophecy in this age, also deny that the Old Testament Scriptures have any application in the gospel dispensation, are thereby rejecting all the prophets, while at the same time acknowledging that they were the servants of God. So such church members continue to build and garnish the tombs of the prophets, as do the Jews who claim to believe as Moses, but when tested were found to be liars in the like manner. And most Christians today profess to believe in the whole Bible, yet teach that all the laws and statutes, all the warnings and condemnations apply only to the ancient Jews, whereas the graces they eagerly bosom within the Christian church.